All right, you're on camera. Graciously lent me his beautiful KTM. He's got a back problem, so he can't ride. Good for me, bad for him. I'm running a little gas through it for him. But yeah. And after 2019, they didn't make them in Austria anymore?
Some rumors have it they still produce them up to 20, but most people say 19 was the last year.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's we're testing it out. I hope I don't go home with it. My wife will divorce me. I'll call you later. So my first impression of this bike when I rode it 20 miles was it's kind of a hard body. You know, it's everything's, the suspension is obviously set up for, you know, being able to handle off-road, but it was comfortable on the road, and the seat's hard. It's a lot of motorcycle. You know, definitely wouldn't recommend this for a beginner. But compared to my ZRX 1100, it's totally different. In you know, my ZRX is a inline 4, behaves totally different. Yeah, this is, I've heard this motorcycle described as a rocket ship. I wouldn't call it a rocket ship. I'd call it more punchy than anything. And the shifting I found to be really smooth, really precise. When I come to stop signs, I like to kind of tap it down from second into neutral and roll into a stop sign. And the first couple times I tried it, I was going into first. I was having problems dropping it into neutral, but after a few tries, it was no problem. So these shifts are almost 6,000 RPM. And if a shift on my ZRX 1100 at 6,000 RPM, like I said, this feels like about 3,500 RPM on my ZRX 1100. 6,000 on the inline 4 cylinder is getting up there in you know, it's getting real aggressive, over 5,000 RPM. My ZRX 1100 red line's at 10.5. There's second. I tried to hit neutral, went into first. And the pull away from this, I've had my ZRX 1100 for 4 years. I've never stalled it, not once. This pulls out more like the BMW R series. You know, it's easy to stall. There's a nice neutral. So this is an incline here, so we're going to see what a takeoff is. So I don't brake with my index finger because I like to throttle and brake at the same time. I brake with my middle ring and pinky finger. So we're going to see what a takeoff is from the hill. No problem. Hop down from second. Pull out traffic. Real smooth shifts, real smooth power delivery. Yeah, for a twin, this thing's got some grunt. And compared to the BMW R, the BMW's a smoother. You know, I used to just like to roll on the throttle on my BMW smooth, even with the pickup. So it would just, you know, just instant linear with the throttle. This is more of a punch, like a two-stroke, and then you're up. You know, like rolling on it now. It certainly doesn't have the get up and go as the inline 4, but it's got plenty of punch. So there's 50 miles an hour, fourth gear, 4,000 RPM, and it's getting a little boggy. Second gear. Yep, there's first. There's neutral. But it's a really nice, for my size. I really like the upright position. Super comfortable. Like I said earlier, it's more of a hard body. Even the handlebars feel hard. The seat is hard. And I'm compared to my ZRX 1100. Definitely higher riding position, but it's got great balance. I've got, there's street tires on this, which I'm glad, so I can, compare it in corners. Looks like it doesn't have self-canceling turn signals. I just noticed that. But yeah, all my bikes have been pretty stripped down. The one I ride now is a carbureted inline 4. This obviously is fuel injected. It's got all the ride modes, the traction control, ABS, and the short ride I did yesterday, I didn't feel like anything was interfering with how I wanted to ride. That's first gear, which is equivalent to my second gear on the inline 4. Yeah, on my inline 4, I never go into first unless I'm starting out from a stop. This you have to go into first, if you're creeping below 20. But it's a real nice ride. It's not, it's a stiff suspension. When I bounce on it, it's not mushy. It's not, it doesn't feel like a couch, but it doesn't feel rough either. It's feels stiff under you, but the road feels, it's soaking everything up. I'm not, my teeth aren't, I'm not getting jarred around. My teeth aren't chattering, so. I don't know if you can hear, there's a little, when you just roll out of the clutch, there's a little low spot. So you do have to give it some gas coming from the start. But yeah, it's a really nice bike. I mean, it's comfortable, upright, feels super safe. I don't know what they go for new, but certainly at $8,000, this bike with only 2,000 miles on it, to me, is a really good deal. Especially if you're into adventure riding. If I were to use the modes, the rain mode and the off-road mode and all the traction control features, it would be a real selling point for me if I were to take it off-road. Like I said, if I were to go off-road with my age and ailments, I would never take a bike this heavy off-road. I would do a 125 YZ or a YZ 125X if I were ever to go off-road. And there's second gear. See if I can hit neutral. Nope. I had to come up from first to neutral. But again, that means two bikes. I could throw a Yamaha YZ 125 in the back of my minivan on a motorcycle carrier and take it anywhere I want to go off road. I did notice the Spike puts out quite a bit of heat, more than my ZRX 1100, more than the BMW. It's like I don't know, low 80s, 82 degrees, maybe 83. And I feel quite a bit of heat on my left leg. Let's just say more than what I experienced in my BMW, my ZRX. Yeah, holds the corner nice. I mean, it's rock solid in the corner. It certainly doesn't feel like an off-road bike. It doesn't feel like a dirt bike. And I'm confident, if I hit a big pothole on this, it's not going to buck me up. Yeah, so I'm riding to this gas station to put ethanol-free gas in. My buddy, who I've known since junior high school, is kind of laid up with a bad back, so the bike's been sitting for about a year, and he was happy to have me run it a little bit. But when I leave, when I go back to Virginia, I'm in Pennsylvania now, when I go back to Virginia where I live, it's going to probably sit for months because he's not able to do much at this point. There I got neutral, from second to neutral. It showed up first. First gear showed up for a second on the screen, and then went to neutral. But yeah, the shifter's great. My big foot, plenty of room, and the shifts are super crisp. I've not missed any gears. It's up, down. Oh, and I'm not using, this has, what do you call it? The automatic shifting, whatever it is. It's got that on it. I don't want to even mess with that. My buddy says it works. He was using it. He said it works great up and down. I don't understand it. Not my bike. I don't want to even mess with it. So yeah, I feel comfortable. You're up high. I think people can see you. It's got twin disc brakes on the front. Yeah. There's a little bit more dive on this than my BMW and even my ZRX, but the braking is good. I would feel completely confident in these brakes anywhere. This is third gear, second, 4,500, 5,000 RPM, So 35 miles an hour, I'm kind of between second and third. Let's try third. 35, third gear, it's a little boggy. Go back to second. But yeah, this is real comfortable zipping around. I would definitely give it a thumbs up for, you know, around town riding. And I'm looking for a Wawa. Where is the Wawa? Sheets. The Wawa supposedly has ethanol free. There's neutral from second, no problem. I may have missed the Wawa. I noticed compared to where I'm at in Virginia, here in Pennsylvania, there's a lot more motorcycles on the road. And I don't think there's a helmet law. There's a dude without a helmet, so I'm assuming you don't need a helmet. This is my hometown, but it's been years since I've been in this end of town. A lot of change. Big fat mama. Couple baby deer. Nothing too worried about the KTM. Oh, that's a fat mama deer. There's a fat mama deer.
There was a mom back here with three babies. I got a nice video.
Yeah, there were three
She was
spot
standing
fawns
there
there.
with three. I got a nice video. I got pretty close to them.
Liam, you're a good boy.
And I tried to call you, but I didn't leave you a message because you know that's how you roll.
Okay, what's my final answer on KTM 790 versus the R as a commuter? Set up side cases on this. This would be the ultimate commuter. So if I was looking for a commuter bike, this would be definitely in the running. If I wasn't retired, it'd be a hard choice between an R 1250R and this. But I guess you got to look at durability, longevity. There's guys online talking about putting 30,000 miles on these with no issues. So yeah, I don't know. But as far as the performance in traffic, back roads, if you were going to work 20, 30 miles, this would definitely be the ticket. And then if you were into off-road, if you weren't afraid of taking a 475-pound machine off-road, you got that too. So yeah, that's my take on the 2019 KTM 790S. Until next one, let's keep moving forward in a good way, in a fast way.